I was at a homeowner's house today, and it's a rental house out east that he's looking to sell. He said he's been in the rental business long enough and it's time to move on. He was just tired of having tenants have destroy the house, and every time he gets a new tenant in, well, I say anytime a tenant leaves, he's forced to do another renovation, which eats into his profits tremendously. And he said it just wasn't worth the trouble. This tenant's leaving and he just wants out. Now, that's not an unusual story. We get that at least once a week. Someone trying to sell a rental property, especially during COVID when tenants aren't paying, even more so. But the reason I'm making this video today, there's a unique lesson here. There were 2 additions on this house that were there when he bought the house, and he doesn't know if there are COs for those additions. He bought the house decades ago and doesn't recall, and I was surprised that someone who owns a rental house would not know that, but I probably shouldn't really be too surprised. But my advice to anyone who's looking to sell their primary residence or an investment property or whatever, do your homework on your property before you call people in to buy. Find out if there are COs and so on, because selling it, he wants to sell to me as though there are no COs, because that's his assumption, but the reality is there really might be. He just doesn't know. So again, do your homework before you reach out to sell the house. Another issue is if he thought about selling it retail and he's calling cash buyers because he doesn't feel there's going to be COs on the property, and he feels that a retail buyer will not buy without a CO, and that could become a real problem with an FHA buyer. And typically in the lower income areas, the mortgages are FHA, so he is correct. But again, he should really do his homework. If he finds there are COs on these 2 additions, he really should sell it retail, and that was the advice I'd given him. Anyway, that's it. That's the lesson for today.